Hello everyone. Today, we're going to learn how to import OBJ files with their accompanying MTL files into 3ds Max. This is a common task, especially when working with downloaded 3D models. Let's get started. First, make sure you have both the OBJ and MTL files in the same folder. This is crucial for 3ds Max to correctly apply the materials. If they're separated, the textures might not load properly. Now, open 3ds Max. Go to the File menu. Select Import, then choose Import again from the submenu. This will open the Import dialog box. Navigate to the folder containing your OBJ and MTL files. Select the OBJ file. Click Open. This will bring up the OBJ Import Options window. Here, you'll find various settings. Let's go through some key ones. The Object Type section lets you choose how the model is imported. Create as single mesh is usually a good option if you want the model as one object. However, if your model has distinct parts that need separate manipulation, choose Import Multiple Objects. Under Geometry, you can control how the geometry is handled. Weld vertices is important to make sure there are no gaps between faces. Adjust the weld threshold if needed. Higher values weld vertices that are further apart. The default value usually works well. In the Materials section, ensure Import Materials is checked. This is what tells 3ds Max to use the information from the MTL file. If it's unchecked, your model will likely appear gray. Also, make sure Create Materials is selected. This will create the materials in your 3ds Max material editor. Now, click Import. 3ds Max will process the OBJ file and create the model. If the materials appear correctly, great. You're done. However, sometimes the textures might not load. This often happens if the texture paths in the MTL file are incorrect. To fix this, open the material editor by pressing M on your keyboard. Select one of the materials applied to your imported object. In the material editor, look for the texture maps. If the texture paths are incorrect, usually shown in red, you'll need to reling them. Click on the map that is not loading. Then, in the parameters, find the bitmap field, and browse to the correct location of the texture file on your computer. Repeat this process for any other missing textures. Another common issue is reversed normals. This makes the model appear inside out. To fix this, select the object. Go to the Modifier tab. Add a normal modifier. Check the Unify Normals option. This should correct the surface direction. Finally, remember to save your 3ds Max scene. This will preserve your imported model and the corrected material settings. That's it. You've successfully imported an OBJ file with its MTL file into 3ds Max. Thank you for watching. If you found this tutorial helpful, please consider liking this video and leaving a comment below. Your support helps me create more content like this. Also, consider subscribing for more tutorials and tips on 3D modeling and animation. Let me know what other topics you'd like me to cover in future videos. Happy modeling!